My Telegram channel has a lot of interesting stories. Link in the description. You're not even a human being. According to the laws of Japan, you are hinin, literally a non-human. Dirt under a warrior's sandal. You can be killed in the street, and the killer will receive praise for cleaning the road of garbage. 1540, Iga Province. A mountain hole in the center of Japan. You were born in a village that doesn't appear on any map. Your father, a Jizomurai, half peasant, half warrior. By day, he scratches at a rice field. By night, he slits throats for a handful of copper. Your mother died when you were 3. Childbirth with your younger brother. The brother didn't survive either. Normal around here? Your home is a hut with a dirt floor. The roof leaks. In winter, you sleep with the goat because it's warm. Food, rice mixed with grass, meat on rare feast days. There are few feasts. Iga Province is a special place. There is no lord here. No daimyo ever managed to conquer these mountains. Too many ravines, too vicious people. You are Iga no Iki, a community of outcasts who rule themselves. Sounds romantic. In reality, it means no one protects you. Neighboring clans look at Iga like a free slave pantry. Your first lesson? Trust only family. And even then, not always. You are 5. There is no childhood. You haul water from the stream. Buckets heavier than you are. You fall, spill the water, get a slap from your father. You stand up, go again, feet bloody with blisters. This isn't cruelty, this is survival. Children's games in Iga are not games, they are training. Hide and seek in the forest for 3 days. No food, no fire. Whoever is found first gets beaten. Learn to be invisible, climbing cliffs. You slip, break a finger. Father sets the bone without a word of pity. It heals crooked. The finger will ache before rain for the rest of your life. Doesn't matter. You learn to hold on, breath holding underwater. Uncle holds your head under and counts. 100 heartbeats, 150. You thrash, choke. He pulls you out at the last second. Or doesn't. There are many orphans in the village. You are 7. First killing, a chicken. You must wring its neck, gut it, cook it. You cry. Father hits you. You do it. A month later, a stray dog. You still look into its eyes when you cut its throat. Something inside you breaks. That's the goal. A woman, not your mother, an aunt who replaced her, taught you herbs. This one treats fever. This stops bleeding. This kills in 3 days. Symptoms look like cholera. No one will suspect. Remember the dose. You are 10. Father takes you on your first job. Not murder, reconnaissance. Neighboring village, 2 days walk. You travel at night, hide by day. You learn to walk silently, heel to toe, weight shifting smoothly. Breathe through your mouth so you don't snort. You lie in bushes beside the road, counting the local landowners' soldiers. How many spears, how many bows, where the posts are, when the guard changes. Father sells this information to a rival clan. They need to know if they can attack. You ask, what if the landowner pays more? Father smirks. Then we sell him information about the neighbors. Loyalty is bought and sold. You are 15. You are no longer a child. You are Shinobi, though no one says the word aloud yet. You simply call yourselves people of Iga. Your inventory. Forget the black movie suit. You wear what a peasant wears. Gray leggings, brown jacket, straw sandals, wide-brimmed hat that hides your face. You must be invisible, not because you're fast, but because you're ordinary. Weapons. A sword is rare. It screams, peasant with a sword equals corpse or thief. Either way, you get cut down on the spot. Kusarigama, Sickle on a chain with a weight, officially a farm tool. Try explaining that to the samurai you just strangled with the chain. Shuko, palm claws, iron band with spikes, strapped on for climbing walls, or raking an enemy's face. Shuriken, forget shiny movie stars. Yours are sharpened coins, nails, bits of iron. You don't kill with them, you throw into eyes to win a second and run. Fukia, bamboo tube the length of a forearm, poison needles inside. Range, 10 steps. Death in 3 hours to 3 days, depending on the poison. Quiet, clean, inexplicable. Metsubushi, eggshell filled with pepper, sand, and iron filings. Smash it in the face. He goes blind, coughs, screams, you vanish. Your main weapon is someone else's identity. You learn to be a monk, wandering merchant, beggar, traveling actor. Each disguise has its own accent, gait, backstory. Monk carries prayer beads, mutters sutras, eyes on the ground. No one touches him. Bad karma. Merchant fusses, haggles, smiles at everyone, gets let into houses. Beggar stings. People avoid him, but he hears conversations he shouldn't. You are nobody, therefore you are everywhere. First real mission. Age 16. Client. Petty landowner from a neighboring province. Goal. Find out if his neighbor is preparing an attack. You walk a week, sleep in ditches, eat what you find. On the 3rd day food runs out. You chew Higgin hunger pills. Family recipe. Dried rice, honey, ginseng, bone powder. 1 finger-sized pill lasts a day. Hunger and weakness remain. You enter the village disguised as a pottery peddler. Real merchandise. You bought it on the road with your last coins. You go door to door selling cheap ceramics and listening. Women at the well talk about sons being drafted. Old man complains rice was taken for the war. Drunken servant in the tavern brags, they'll soon show those dogs. You write nothing down. Writing is evidence. Everything stays in your head. 3 days later, you leave. Report to the client. Neighbor is raising troops. Strike from the north. Roughly 2 months. Payment. Sack of rice and a piece of silver. Wealth. You carry it home and hide from bandits 3 times, once from a samurai patrol. If they find the silver, you're a thief. If they learn where it came from, you're a spy. Both mean death. You are 20. You are already an experienced shinobi. You have a reputation, not a name. You have no name, but in certain circles they know. Man from Iga works clean. Your job, 90% boring reconnaissance, sitting in mud, eavesdropping, memorizing. 10% filthy work that samurai turn their noses up at. You poisoned a well in a besieged castle. Defenders came down with bloody diarrhea. Castle fell in a week without a fight. Client satisfied. 300 died of dysentery. You sleep fine. They taught you to. You spread a rumor that a general's wife was sleeping with his vassal. Lie. General killed wife, vassal, then himself from shame. 3 deaths, sword never drawn. You stole fortification maps from an enemy commander's headquarters. How? Seduced a maid, bribed a guard, crawled through the latrine pit? Result is the same. Methods don't matter. Target. Daimyo's advisor. 20 guards. Direct approach equals suicide. You take the long way. For a month, you live in the city as a wandering healer. Treat peasants for free, earn trust. Then castle servants. Then the advisor's personal cook. Cook complains of back pain. You treat him. Cook is grateful. You learn. Advisor loves river fish, eats it every evening. Through an intermediary, you pass the cook a special seasoning for the fish. Good money, no questions. Fugu, the fish that kills if prepared wrong. Poison from its liver added to the seasoning. Advisor dines. Paralysis in 1 hour. Death in 2. Diagnosis? Cook prepared fugu badly. Cook is executed. You're already in another province. Conscience? They cut it out along with childhood. You are a tool. A hammer doesn't ask which nail to hit. Years pass. You are 25. Your body is a map of suffering. Dog bite scars. Dogs are the curse of Shinobi. They hear and smell better. Left leg, one continuous scar from knee to ankle. Crookedly healed broken fingers. Right wrist barely bends after a fall from a wall 3 years ago. No one to treat it. Now you hold the sword left-handed. Not that you're a swordsman anyway. Malaria. Swamps. Iga is a fever incubator. You shake every autumn. Teeth chatter. Sweat pours. Vision blacks out. Treatment. Cinchona bark. Bitter as betrayal. Worms. Everyone has worms. You're used to movement in your gut. Sometimes they come out. You try not to look. Teeth surprisingly intact. You brush with a twig every morning. Grandfather's recipe. Toothless shinobi equals dead shinobi. You've been coughing for a year. Dry at first, now with blood. You know what it is. Consumption. Japan's plague. It will kill you in 5 years, 10, or tomorrow. You try not to think about it. Mind? What mind? You sleep 3 hours, wake at every rustle. Shadows in corners, faces of the dead. You learned not to see them when sober. You rarely drink. Shinobi don't drink. Loneliness. You can't tell anyone what you do. No friends, no family. There was a woman in Iga, but you haven't seen her in 3 years. Maybe she's waiting. Maybe she married someone else. Every morning, you wake not knowing if you'll live till evening. This isn't courage, it's habit. 1578 S. You are 38. The world is changing. Japan boils. The Sengoku period nears its end. 3 men vie for control of the country. Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, Tokugawa Ieyasu. You don't care who wins. You work for everyone. Nobunaga is the scariest. They call him Demon King. He burned 20,000 monks alive on Mount Hiei because they were in his way. He shows no mercy, and he's looking at Iga. Independent, disobedient, dangerous. 1579. First invasion. Nobunaga's son leads 10,000 samurai into Iga's mountains. Your village prepares. Everyone who can hold a weapon, old men, women, children. You know these mountains. They don't. Hell begins. Samurai march in columns through ravines. You hit from the hills. Arrows, rocks, burning logs rolling down, crushing dozens. At night you slip into camps, set fire to tents, poison horses, cut sentries' throats. Morning, samurai find their commanders with slit throats. Panic. Nobunaga's army retreats. Losses, thousands. Yours, hundreds. You survived. You even feel pride. We beat the demon. Idiot. 1581. Nobunaga doesn't forgive. 46,000 soldiers, 6 armies. They enter Iga from all sides at once. Nowhere to run. Tactic. Scorched earth. They burn everything. Villages, fields, forests. Kill everyone. Women, old people, children. No prisoners. No negotiations. Your village burns. You watch from a hill. You descend when the smoke clears. You find father at the threshold. He fought. Sickle in hand, 2 bodies around him. Not enough. They hacked him to pieces. Aunt in the well. She jumped herself so they wouldn't take her. Neighbor boy you taught to throw knives at trees. Hanged by the feet. Gutted like a pig. You don't cry. You forgot how. Inside. Empty and cold. You walk into the mountains alone. No food, no purpose. Just walk. They find you a week later. Other Iga survivors. 40 people out of thousands. Among them, Hattori Hanzo. Younger than you, already a legend. They say he killed his first man at 11. They say he's invisible. You don't believe legends. But you've seen him work. Hanzo says, we must survive, not avenge. Survive. Revenge is a luxury for the dead. You hide in the mountains, eat roots, drink from streams, sometimes steal from burned villages what didn't burn. Winter 1581 to 1582. Cold kills faster than samurai. First 20 left, then 15. You cough blood. Consumption advances. Every morning you're surprised you woke up. June 1582. News that changes everything. Oda Nobunaga is dead. His own general, Akechi Mitsuhide, betrayed him, surrounded the temple where Nobunaga slept and set it ablaze. Demon King burned alive or committed seppuku. Versions differ. Irony. Japan's greatest warlord dies not from a shinobi, not from an enemy, from his own subordinate. You would laugh if you still could. Japan in chaos again. Nobunaga's heirs fight for power, and one of them remembers you. Tokugawa Ieyasu. Cunning, patient, calculating. He knows the value of information. He knows Iga men are the best at their trade. Hanzo negotiates. You are needed by Tokugawa. He offers service, protection of land. In exchange, loyalty. Loyalty is a funny word for people who spent their lives selling it. Choice. You accept. 1582 to 1600. 18 years you serve Tokugawa. Work is the same. Reconnaissance, sabotage, dirty jobs. But now you have shelter, a rice ration, a place to return to. You take part in dozens of operations, details secret even from you. You only know your piece. Information is dangerous cargo. 1,600, Battle of Sekigahara, decisive fight for Japan. Tokugawa wins. He becomes Shogun, military ruler of the country. You are already old. 58 is ancient for a shinobi. Most comrades didn't reach 50. Consumption finishes you. You cough blood every morning. Soon the end. Tokugawa rewards the surviving Iga men. Hattori Hanzo becomes head of Iga Ban, Shogunate Secret Service. He will guard Edo Castle. One of the gates will be named Hanzo Mon after him. You are given a tiny plot of land in the backwoods and a pension of 10 koku of rice per year. A lot for a peasant, little for what you were. 1,603. You die not from sword, not from poison, from coughing that turns into agony. Lungs fail. You drown in your own blood. No one nearby. The woman who looked after you went for water or ran away. Doesn't matter. You lie on tatami in a small house, staring at the ceiling. What did you see in 63 years? Death. Lots of death. Other people's, and almost your own. Your world destroyed. Village burned. Family dead. Everything you knew. Ashes. But you survived against everything. Is that victory or just stubbornness? You don't know and never will. Last breath. Wheeze. Silence. Your body is buried nameless. Simple stone on the grave. No inscription. Shinobi leave no traces, even in death. In 100 years, no one will remember you existed. In 200, they'll tell fairy tales about ninja. Flying warriors in black. Magic. Vanishing. You would laugh if you could. Statistics of your life. Live 63 years. Childhood and training. 15 active work. 23. Flight and survival. 5. Service to Tokugawa. 18 agony. 2 completed missions, approximately 70. Reconnaissance, approximately 50. Sabotage, approximately 15. Assassination, approximately 5. Personally killed, 9 people. Sword, 2. Poison, 4. Strangulation, 2. Accidental, 1. Fell off roof while you were climbing. Earned in lifetime, roughly 80 koku rice equivalent. Average samurai gets 100 koku a year. You earned less in 60 years than he does in one. Spent on food and gear, 60%, bribes 20%, medicine 15%, women 5%. Not much time for them. Injuries, fractures, 6, 4, healed crooked. Dog bites, 6+. Knife wounds, 3. Arrow, 1. Burns, yes. Diseases, chronic malaria, dysentery, ×4. Constant worms, tuberculosis, cause of death. Body at death, 45 kilograms, height 160 centimeters, teeth almost all present, eyesight poor, hearing normal, right hand barely works. Myths versus reality. Myth: ninja wore tight black suits. Reality: peasant/monk/merchant clothes. Black stands out at night, dark blue or brown better. Myth: ninja vanished in smoke. Reality: smoke bomb plus fast legs. No magic, chemistry, and fitness. Myth: shuriken deadly weapons. Reality: distraction. Almost impossible to kill with thrown stars. Blind scare, gain a second. Myth: ninja fought dozens of samurai. Reality: one samurai killed a shinobi in open combat. Always. Ninja avoided fair fights at all costs. Myth: ninja code of honor. Reality: only code. Complete the mission, survive, get paid. Honor is for those who can afford it. Myth: kunoichi, sexy warrior women. Reality: women shinobi existed. Used seduction for espionage, not combat. Looked like ordinary maids. Myth: ninja walked on water. Reality: Mizugumo. Wooden swamp shoes, not water. Everyone drowned on water. Myth: ancient ninja schools with white-robed masters. Reality: family clans passing skills father to son. No dojo. Main myth: ninja were warriors. Main reality: ninja were spies, saboteurs, informants. Their strength was not fighting. Philosophical summary: you lived as a shadow. You didn't exist. Therefore you could be everywhere. Samurai despised you. You did their dirty work while they called you an animal. Their hands stayed clean. Yours, elbow deep in blood. You didn't believe in honor. You saw it bought. Didn't believe in loyalty. Everyone betrayed. Didn't believe in gods. They didn't save your family, but you survived. When everyone died, you survived. That was your only talent, stubborn, stupid animal will to live. Was it worth it? 63 years of fear, pain, loneliness. You don't know. And that's the most honest answer. Today you sit in an office, smile at the boss you hate, say not what you think, wear a mask every day. Congratulations! You're already a little shinobi, just without the skills, without poison needles, and with a mortgage instead of reward. There's a small shadow living in each of us, the person who does what's necessary, not what's right, the person who survives. History is written in blood and in the ink you use to sign reports. Next issue: Roman legionary, 25 years of service, 10,000 kilometers of marches, 30 kilograms of gear on back, barbarians who want to kill you, and at the end, a plot of land in a province where the locals hate you. The Empire doesn't say thank you. My Telegram channel has a lot of interesting stories. Link in the description.